You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast.
Don't mean to sound like Future and Drake, but life is good. Nah, life is great. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5, episode 178.
Yeah.
What the business is? It's that man with the plan, Big Kev, and that's Cuz with the Bush, Big Bo.
Yo, yo.
And you know we got that food for your soul. For this show, now you know we got to do this disclaimer. We got to do this disclaimer because it's like, you know, like you got the ratings on movies and stuff like that. You remember back in the day, like your parents didn't want you to watch an R-rated movie. This is way back in the day, like where you had to cover your eyes, you know what I'm saying? And the sex scene come on or they cussing too much, you turn it down type deal, right?
Turn it down.
But you had a sense of what this movie was about. Matter of fact, they even had the script of what this movie contained. Nudity, slight nudity, you know what I'm saying? Graphic violence, graphic language, whatever it may be.
Was it mature?
Oh, no, when we get to the mature, hey, we was in business. Me and him jumped out the porch early, so we was looking for them M's. Not just money, we were looking for them M's, you feel me? But nonetheless, it was like a disclaimer. Like, hey, if you get into this and you happen to see a nipple, we told you. So the same way as this podcast, you feel me? The Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. Yeah. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love.
Bring it on in. Bring it on in.
So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation. And you know I keep something on that. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. Like, you know, sometimes you put so much pressure and you're like, I'm not this, I'm not that. But you really are. You got to put that work ethic into it, that effort, that positive reaffirmation in there, and complete the task, man.
Yeah. Uplift your attributes.
Say that. You feel me? So what's good, Bo? You feel me? The temperature's dropping. We're supposed to be down to 30. I think we've said flurries on that joint.
Yeah, it is a little chilly. I noticed that when I...
Fall is amongst us. Like, you know, have you ever watched, I know he don't watch Game of Thrones, but y'all know, Game of Thrones fans know winter is here. Jon Snow, you know what I'm saying? That's coming on Monday, supposedly. But what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Anything new,
chilling,
shaking?
man. Just taking it easy day by day.
It's all we can do in this world. This world is going down around here. You feel me? Down. PB fam, what's good? I know it's hard out there. You know, we are in the month of Thanksgiving. And I always say this, like, I wish people did it all year round, but it's going to be harder this year with all the SNAP situation. And we're just potting right now. This is not a, topic because I really didn't want to get into it too much. But I did make a post. And what I said was, and I stand on this, if you are able-bodied to take care of your family and you choose not to, I don't think those benefits should be for you. I don't care if it's $36 out of my check a year. You add millions and millions of people up, that's a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And that $36 could have went to my family, could have went to whatever I'm doing. It's my money, right? When you have the able-bodiedness to do it as well, right? I get it. There's different situations where a woman has 4 kids, she was married, husband left, don't do anything, they not making him do anything. It's certain situations, or you got special need children, you got elderly people, you know what I'm saying? People who can't do it. I'm not speaking to those people, and for you to think somebody's speaking to those people just shows your not understanding, your ignorance, I would say, your ignorance or whatever. But to act like we don't make these decisions and have choices over these decisions that we make, when a woman has multiple kids or a man has multiple kids and their job situation ain't the best, I'm sorry, we shouldn't have to foot the bill because you had 7 babies, 6 babies, 5 babies, 4 babies, right? Like, those are choices we make. When you go out and live above your means, you say, I want this house, I want this car, and you get them all at the same time. But things get crazy in the world, we shouldn't have to foot the bill because now your expenses are above your means and now you want help, right?
Right.
So when people say, oh, it's nothing and people shouldn't be concerned about, helping other people. Yeah, we should, because all of us have choices in life to make decisions. There's a lot of stuff I want to buy, but I don't buy because I keep my money on hold just because I might have to take care of an emergency situation that ain't nobody gonna bail me out from. I keep emergency money. It's the way my mama taught me, my dad taught me accountability, and making sure you're responsible as an adult with your choices in life, right? For example, I just had to pay $1,800 for my second car, feel me? Came out of nowhere. But I didn't want to pay it, but I'm blessed to have the means to pay it, right? But that comes from not going to buy a new chain, not going to buy the latest Jordans, not going to buy the latest outfit, right? When I don't need it, per se, right? Like, it's not a necessity. So when people say people should be able to do this, and I ain't knocking nobody's hustle, right? So if you did hustle on the side, why getting your SNAP benefits? I ain't knocking it. But at the same token, don't act like I should be standing up for you to get your benefits when they take it away when I know you getting back. You know what I'm saying? It's a different story. So I don't know what Bo's take is on there, but I just wanted to say that because I got tired of people trying to attack me personally, like I'm really going in. Don't make it about the billionaire. We know the billionaire's been robbing people nonstop and it's not right, right? But what you gonna do about it? Nothing. How you gonna prove it? You can't. They're gonna fund it in different little bank accounts, you know what I'm saying? We know it's happening, but you can't prove that. But I do know people are definitely taking advantage of the SNAP benefits in any way they can. And all I'm saying is not cut it out, but modify it. Make sure you regulate, just like with immigrants, you know what I'm saying, being in America. Just make sure you do it the right way. And make sure it's easier for them and not all these hurdles and stuff like that they've been having to go through to get over here. Make sure the transition is easier, but just do it the right way, man. That's all it is. You got anything on that?
Nah, I ain't got nothing on that.
Yeah, well, I just had to get it off my chest because, boy, they was getting on my nerve. I mean, they was really like, then they try to make it about politics and race. Just want to say, do your research. There's a lot of white folks on SNAP benefits.
Mostly.
I didn't want to say mostly, but because I didn't want to jump out of the limb. I thought it was mostly, but I just want to say there is a large number of white people on SNAP benefits. It's not just a minority thing. It's not a blue or red thing. It's a life thing. Make good decisions. Help the people who truly need to be helped, and life will be a lot better.
Man.
That's simple. Sounds simple, don't it? All right. Boom. So, you know me, I'm always watching other podcasts or I'm always scrolling the internet and I see certain things that they talk about that makes me think about how would we look at it, right? Our perspectives, because it's always totally different. So I want to know, and I know you're like a liberal when it comes to a liberal when it comes to this idea, not politic-wise, but when it comes to certain topics like this, you kind of have a free, open mind about it, right?
Okay.
Is acknowledging the opposite sex looks ever acceptable if you're in a relationship or a marriage?
You're going to have to kind of like...
So basically, acknowledging means is like you're in a place and an attractive person walks past and your girl says, hey, that nigga was handsome. Or that nigga's fine. Or that nigga's cute.
Okay. It depends on the type of relationships y'all have. Like if y'all have that relationship.
Well, I'm speaking for you. If you being in your relationship, how would you feel? Yeah, it's just personal.
I mean, not like that. She can't do it like that.
So how can she do it then?
I don't know. I mean,
look at her.
It's a cooler way. She can't just be like...
I don't know a cooler way to say somebody looks good for the opposite sex.
It's cooler than just saying, oh, that nigga fine.
I mean, said he cute. He handsome.
I mean, like, she could probably be like, oh, that's a nice looking gentleman or something. Or something like that.
But okay. I will let you go ahead and do your thing.
I don't know.
Let you cook, man.
But I don't think we can really rock like that.
Hey, y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'm going to just say this. If a woman or a man feels comfortable enough to say an opposite sex person, or it could be same sex, hey, do what you do. I just want to make sure we know this platform. Hey, do what you do. But for us, for me speaking, an opposite sex, if a woman thinks it's comfortable enough that she can sit with me and tell me another man is attracted in any, I don't care if it's politically correct, I don't care if it's PG version, I don't care. Like he said, he's a nice looking man, he's handsome, he's fine, that nigga sexy. I don't care what you say and how you say it. We got problems. Because you can think this in your head. Like, we all see people of attraction. We know it's people out in this world that are highly attractive, you know what I'm saying? And God put them on this earth to be that attractive. But when I'm with you, I have to curb that enthusiasm for their attraction. And that's the difference. And that's where the respect comes in at. So it's like, everybody knows I'm a breast man, right? So if I see a woman who's very, very enhanced with her breasts, very voluptuous, in my mind, I might be thinking like, hey, damn, them some big old titties. But I'm never gonna say, hey, babe, look, that girl has a big old titties. She gonna be like, why are you looking at her titties? Matter of fact, women even get mad when you, like, if you, for example, if you're talking to a woman and she goes by and looks at every girl picture you liking, and every girl picture you liking got big old titties, and she don't, that's gonna make her feel less. And nobody wants to feel less than, right? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel like, well, what am I? Why are you with me if this is what you truly like type deal? Hey, but it's real though. There's some real business out here. It literally is, because if you're liking everything that your person is not, then what does that say about the reason you like them? You know what I'm saying? And anybody, I don't care who you are, the strongest person who's confident in their self and their body is going to doubt themselves a little bit like, well, damn. What's the reason why? And I know there's a lot of other factors will put people together, but you know, definitely looks is a big thing, you know what I'm saying, that affects us all when we chilling or whatever.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's no go for me. And it stems from, to give y'all a little bit of backdrop, it stems from, you know, former President Obama, you know what I'm saying, was, you know, doing his thing. You know, he was the charming, charismatic individual he is. He know how to talk to these women, right? Now, I know Michelle knows this, but still, at the same token, he's doing a speech, and there's a woman in the audience, and she's flirting back and forth with him, you know what I'm saying? And he's trying to, you know, still be professional, you know what I'm saying, but also still be that he can't help it. You know what I'm saying? He can't help being charismatic or whatever, right? And so the woman's flirting back with him, and he said, you cute or you fine. And then he said, but Michelle's fine too. Like, why acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even Michelle might be cool with it. I'm thinking it might be a conversation like, why you call that woman fine? Or why did you say Michelle is finer than putting them on the same thing? Because, you know, people get petty when stuff like that happens. Like, hey, why are you comparing me to her? I'm your wife. I'm supposed to be finer. Put that ER. This is the only time I put an ER. It's okay with
Michelle's
ER.
fine too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But when you just say it, it's like an afterthought. Like, why get in trouble? Let me say Michelle's fine too.
Clean this up real quick.
Clean it up real quick. Exactly. Clean up on aisle 7.
Man.
But I'm going to just go out on a limb. Fellas, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Just have it in your head.
And if you got a woman who thinks she can do it, you in for trouble.
I see. This is the thing. This is how you do the real play. Okay. Is if you out and you see something nice, you gotta find another guy so y'all can look and have it like
the mutual.
Like, do you see what I see?
Yeah. Do you see what I see?
And y'all both like.
No, it's the head nod. And that's like keeping it in your head. But you might also have a woman who acknowledges women with big butts. And she might have seen that woman with the big butt and be like, hey, babe, she got a big old butt. Now, it's okay to be like, yeah, babe, she did have a big butt. Don't overdo it. Just, you know what I'm saying, you know, agree with it.
He said, don't overdo it.
Just say, yeah, she do got a big butt. Just keep it that. Don't be like, man, she got a big old ass.
Nah, just, you know.
That emphasis and that extra is what's gonna get you in trouble, folks. For real.
But you know what? But you'll have a woman complimenting nice looking women more than a dude. Like you know, you'll be like.
Well, that goes along the line. You know, I'm speaking about women being bisexual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like
bisexual, having bisexual thoughts. Because ain't no man gonna compliment no man.
I done been like a lot of different girls. We be out and they. oh, she's cute, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or even say, oh, you're so beautiful. They even say it to, oh, you're so beautiful.
They'll say a girl is beautiful in a heartbeat, or they'll say
you
she got a big butt, or she got some nice breasts. Like, they will literally look at a woman sexualized, because to me, if you say a woman got a nice butt or breast, that's sexualizing. Now, I don't care what you say. You can try to dumb it down, water it down however you want to, because you don't want to hear the words, but that's why I said, like that study said, a large percentage of women have bisexual thoughts or are bisexual, because ain't no man gonna look at no other man and be like, hey man, you know, you wearing them jeans today, G. The closest thing you will get a compliment from another man to a man is about shoes.
Or where'd you get them?
Where'd you get them?
Hey.
Yeah.
But like,
say it, Bo.
You know, where'd you get them at? Oh, okay. Online? Okay. You can only, okay.
Hey, that watch is cold. I've been wanting to get one watch. Where you get it at? Or that chain is cold. You know what I'm saying? Or them diamond studs is That's the closest thing you will get a man giving, you know what I'm saying, props to another man, you know, that he don't know, you know, or whatever like that. So, yeah, that's a whole nother story, though. All right, so this, hey, fellas, this is the disclaimer. I'm just giving a disclaimer for this too, right? Stop trying to understand women and just go with the flow. And I'm gonna give you a reason why that makes so much sense. It correlates with that statement. So I seen Kim Kardashian, you know, with the Skims lines and everything else she got going on. Very, very popular, very, very successful businesswoman, you know what I'm saying? Her ideas and her thoughts, her views, how she comes with stuff, different, you know, for sizes for the women and stuff like that to provoke, you know what I'm saying, sexuality in all shape, frames, and colors and stuff like that. Cool. I seen she released some draws. You got to keep it. Got the draws, dog. Some draws.
I seen it the other day.
Some draws with 70s bush on the draws. And they're like real hair, like almost like weave type deal, hair on the draws. Bo, speak to me, man.
I can't, man. This is not my world. This is
not my world.
Yeah, you know.
But what do you think about it, though?
I mean,
like,
it's wild. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind.
I ain't saying you gonna somebody get no pair of them done like that.
You know, if they want to wear them, but it's just, you know, hey, if they like it, they like it. You know, it's like kind of like the wig thing. You know.
Well, that's one of the things we talked about in previous too. But okay, so
I mean, it
just correlates with what I just said about not trying to understand them. We're not trying to dictate them and tell them what they can and cannot do. We're saying, stop trying to understand them and understand every woman is different and just go with the flow. And this is the reason why I say a large percentage of women shave down there.
Yeah.
They like the clean shave look, you know what I'm saying? No hair, no nothing, right? So to shave all your hair off, because they said these Skims is sold out, right? So to shave all your hair off down there and then to put on draws that have the hair on them to present a 70s bush look is wild to me. But this goes along with what I'm talking about. Not meant for us to understand women, because that makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
like,
just let it be.
Hey, I'm just like, I guess if your guy has a fetish for 70s bush, and he's like, hey, babe, I know you normally, you know, do the clean, you know, whatever. But
I mean, that's
can you for the night? You know what I mean? For only one night, like Luther say,
just
put on this 70s bush.
I'm staying out. Just what's that? The one, the doctor. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm just staying out of it."
Because imagine this: you're at the gym, right? And they wear these tights.
No.
And you see that fur protruding. People gonna be like, "Hey, whoa, what's going on down there?" It's just wild though. When I seen it, I was just like, "What?" I know she's very creative and innovative. But I really would love to ask Kim Kardashian what inspired that. Because if you ever seen Kim Kardashian with the Ray J tape or whatever, and you were privy to that, she doesn't have, you know what I'm saying, hair like that and doesn't believe in hair like that. So to make that...
Somebody's going to eventually ask. I mean,
I'm waiting for him. I would like to be an interviewer. It's sold out, though. That's what I'm saying. It'd be different if you put this idea out there and they just out there, but it's sold out.
Yeah, so somebody's going to ask, You know, where'd you get the idea?
See, that's why I love to be the interviewer because I'm gonna ask some questions other people wouldn't do. That's what I would love to venture off in our podcast is to start getting people to interview. Like that would be dope because I'm gonna ask the questions that everybody want to know, but they might be scared to ask. You feel me? I'm gonna ask that. So, ladies, y'all give me some, you know what I'm saying, perspective on that. And I know Bo probably just said it's similar to y'all cutting y'all hair completely off and then throwing on a wig.
It is the same thing.
It pretty much is. But I don't understand that either. So
I just leave it alone.
So, hey, let a woman be a woman. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So, you know, Versus, you know, created a lot of conversation, right? And I don't think Jay has said it recently. I think he said this maybe a couple years ago, right? When the Versus was hot, you know, around pandemic time, or whatever. But Jay said can't nobody stand on that stage with him doing the Versus. And so the conversation was sparked again. And I don't know if we spoke about it, and if we did, it might have been a long, long time ago, but I wanted to revisit it. Bo, do you think anybody can see Hove on that stage in a Versus competition?
I mean, who do you place? Because they got to kind of have some type of similarities, either the same genre, the same era. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if it's the era. More than anything, I think it's more about just the hits and the type of hits.
What you gonna have? Jay versus Kendrick.
And some people might not even think Kendrick has enough. I know you'll think it, but on a mass stage, the hits that Jay-Z will have that spans from decade to decade, does Kendrick have enough for that? 20 in the clip to go against those hits.
I think Kendrick got it. I think
his name was brought up for some people, but not the main names.
Of recent. Yeah, okay. I have to say Kendrick.
Okay, so he's going with Kendrick. Personal example, they said Drake. I don't personally think I know Drake has hits, right? And I know he got the girl-friendly songs and he got the trap song and he got, you know what I'm saying, the radio pop-friendly songs. He do got a lot of hits. The only person I think can do this because he has the same body of work almost as a Jay-Z with classic albums, I would say, is Kanye. And I say this because if you go through Kanye's discography, he has classics. I can't really say Drake has classics. He got a couple songs, you know what I'm saying, here and there that's hit. He featured on a couple hot songs, whatever it may be. But Kanye has classics in his discography. And boy, you bring up The Rock, he got so much. We bring up features, just like how Jay got those features. If you go hit for hit, and different sounding, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Jay kind of kills people at because his sound, you know, he worked with Timbaland, he worked with Swiss, he worked with Kanye. So his sound evolved and changed every album. Pharrell. Let's not forget Pharrell, right? So that's 4 of the top producers. And then we ain't gonna talk about the Rock in-house producer, Just Blaze.
No, Just Blaze.
You know what I'm saying? He has a wide range of production that gives you a different sonic. Yeah. Give you a different sonic sound. But so does Ye. So I think Ye can stay on that stage with him. I don't know if he wins.
Yeah.
But I think the only one that truly can stay on that stage with him is Ye.
Give Ye. Give him.
Now I just have to get Kanye, the right Kanye to do this show. That I think that would be a win for the fans. If they could ever pull the strings together, and they could do it in Madison Square Garden, they could do it somewhere.
Now.
I don't know. But he looked like he might be. He apologized. Somebody's so stupid on the internet. The internet's so stupid. He was apologizing to somebody of the Jewish community, and I guess it must have been a high up person, right? And nobody knew his name, but he was speaking in their language, and he was really like seeming like he was being truthful about what he was saying. But somebody said, "Is that the Jewish boss?" Like, why are they apologizing to this man? Is he like the boss of all the Jews? I say, hey, dude, the internet is crazy work, man. But hopefully Kanye gets himself together. He said he's trying to get himself together. We've heard it before. I never close the door on people. As long as you're living and breathing, you always can change. That's my mindset. And God gives us grace every day. So why should I give this other man grace? And hopefully he get it together. But that's the only person I think is Ye. All right. Okay. So, fellas, it's just like when me and Bo, if we say something out of pocket, I don't expect you to take our advice, right? Like I always say, I'm just giving you game. If you want to take it, take it. If not, I'm just telling you how I feel about the situation, giving you context. Same way with Bo, right? But Paul Pierce, definitely do not take advice from Paul Pierce. Bo. Paul Pierce said, if you really want to know if a woman loves you, cheat on her. What you think about that, bro?
I can hear him saying that too.
He
I can see his face.
it.
Don't do that. Nah, don't do that. That's not a good way to find out.
I'm gonna just say, go ahead, dude.
What else? That's Paul being Paul, man. That's
Paul
really,
being Paul. Paul just says some outlandish shit.
And this, I think even before the money, this is kind of like his kind of personality, because even when they talk about how he was in high school, he's always kind of been.
I think that's the thing about it, though. That's still kind of entitled, though. He's a star, but he's always been a star, though.
California kid.
So I really can't use that because even though you might not have the riches that was behind it, you still had that mindset because he probably was big in high school. He was a star. You know it comes with being a star player or whatever sport it is. Celebrity
he's
is
entitled.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it might work for him.
But I'm just say this, nigga. This is rich nigga
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Commentary, nigga. This is rich nigga advice. If you're a broke nigga, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Man.
Do not do that. Do not, in any circumstances, cheat on your girl to find out if she loves you. Only rich niggas get away with stuff like that. And sometimes they don't get away with it. You see Offset crying all day long. He cheated on Cardi like fast as time, but yet still, he say he not worried, but he sure be keeping up with Stephon.
Yeah.
Diggs, everything Diggs do, you mad. The thing funny about it is, if you a G, and you ain't worried about it, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not about to comment about a man's football game because he had a bad game because he's messing with my disassociated wife or however you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that situation is. A strange wife. I'm not going to worry about it. If you want to get her back, but it ain't going to be off the merits of talking about this man. He's just doing what men do. For real.
And he got something in the oven.
Yeah, and he got a couple things in the oven, boy. Them boys be Pillsbury out there popping fresh dough, boy, I'm telling you. But, like I said, that's rich nigga advice. Like, these dudes is rich, so they look at women differently. And women look at them differently than a broke nigga. Being honest.
Yeah.
Just being honest. Even D-boys out in the street, it's a reason D-boys treat women as such, you know what I'm saying? Because they know how women are looking at them for a dollar sign, for a come up, for whatever way it is going to promote their cachet or whatever. And they're looking at the women for a good time or arm candy on my arm. You know what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand. So that's, like I said before, that's a VIP section. Us regular niggas, no, don't do that, man. Cheating ain't even a good thing to do regardless. But if, don't take this nigga's advice. You know, you guys got to do a disclaimer like we make it cheating. No, cheating is not a good thing, period, rich or broke.
Man.
But if you ever was going to get away with it, you got a better chance if you're rich.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. All right. NBA season. What you done seen? I've seen a couple things. Kind of like
all I see is the Pacers continue to get injured.
Man. Are they going to have any available players?
Man. It looked like Pacers are heading to the lottery.
Yeah.
But, of course, like the Spurs are, looking good, doing what they're doing. I'm trying to think if Houston, they still been playing dude at the point. Has he been playing better?
Thompson's actually looking good. I don't know if he is a point guard.
He got good numbers.
But you control the ball and you're that athletic and fast, you're going to have decent numbers, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be more athletic than most people.
I still haven't watched the game to see
I don't think he's a good fit for the dynamic of their team going into the playoffs, though, to have him as a point guard when, the game slows down and it's more defensive schemes for your key players. I don't know how that benefits, so we'll see.
And, and then, of course, you got the Moran.
That's what I was going with it. I think John Morant's time in Memphis has run out.
Yeah.
John Morant's super talented, still has a great NBA career ahead of him, but he has to get his bearings back. He has to get his main focus about basketball. And they were talking about his daddy. Is his daddy an enabler to the bad behaviors that Ja, does? Like, and I know he's a grown-ass man, right? We'll say that. So dad can't really make him do it, but he definitely could be that bridge, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Ja, hey, this could be taken away from you. Be playing overseas. As many NBA players who were talented, who went through year and year and year with them same behaviors, them same antics, and they found out when they got to that one team,
ain't getting no extensions.
There's a lot of players who can still play basketball this day, but because of their antics, things they bring with them, you know what I'm saying, their outside life and how they move, nobody wants to deal with them. Ja still got time.
Man.
But he got to cut it out, bro. And his daddy, like, man, like I seen his daddy talking crazy to Kevin Durant. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to tone it down. Because you can see the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Type of deal, you know what I'm saying? T. Morant, bring in the reins a little bit, man, because your son is not that, when you first come into the league, he came into Memphis, the world was his.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Got to read the room.
You had the gun charges, you had the antics online and stuff like that while streaming. Still came back. Nike still got to deal with you. Still got the hottest selling shoe because the youth resonate with him, right? He with the NBA young boy crowd, and he really is because he loves NBA young boy. He spoke about it a lot of time. He resonated with those type of people, you know what I'm saying? That energy, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, people will start to pull away. And I just want, before it gets to that point, Ja just to...
I think it's over in Memphis, though.
It's definitely over in Memphis. They got rid of that coach, it was over. You can see the writing on the wall when the team starts getting rid of key players, right? Not bench players to bring another good player on. They're getting rid of key players. They got rid of Baines left. They got rid of the coach. Jackson signed a contract, but they know they got to keep somebody. So it's going to be Jackson or Morant who goes, and most likely it's going to be Morant. I think I see him more like in a Miami setting. You know what I'm saying? I think the Miami organization could maybe home him in, and maybe he could be productive. He definitely can help him out. I'm going to tell you right now, because Miami don't have a point guard that magnitude, right? So I definitely see him in Miami, but I think the Memphis stay.
Yeah, I think
it's over. It's over. What else I see in the NBA? I see Wemby was struggling, like 2 games. People think they know how to guard him now, kind of try to put a smaller person in his space. Don't let him dribble. Don't let him really get to the spots he want to get to. He had 2 bad games. Last night, it was the Cup, the NBA Cup. They pulled a victory out over the Rockets. He had a subpar game. Still kind of struggling not having those first games that we had when we started anointing him as close to being the greatest, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a learning process. Yeah, he got to learn to get stronger. That's what he's going to have to do. He has to learn to really get in the paint. We love it that you can dribble, but you have to have a killer move. What does Kevin Durant do when all else fails? In the post, fade away, or pull up real quick, 15-foot jumper. I ain't about to play with you. I know you guards want to reach at the ball and be all up at my knees. Let's see. Giannis, being Giannis, he being a dog over there, definitely surprising to me how Milwaukee's been looking over there. Cleveland's doing what they do. The Knicks is struggling, though. That's kind of surprising to me.
I hadn't seen the last couple of days.
Yeah, they kind of struggling. Chicago is the sleeper. Chicago's been doing their thing. A Giddey, a resurgence of Giddey and the rest of his cast or whatever. And the center, I forgot his
Vucevic?
Jucevic, one of them bitches. One of them bitches. Vucevic, that's it. I don't know his first name. Don't give me the line.
But that one kid, they got almost a foreign squad.
Baselli's,
yeah, he's kind of nasty.
Yeah, Baselli's nasty. But that's what I like when people draft these people, give them time to start to get more time, start to grow into the spot that you want them to be in, and the position that you want them to be in. They play better. They just do. Who else? Denver looks decent. Eric Gordon has definitely been showing that he worked on his game in the offseason. Magic, hit or miss. A lot of teams are hit or miss. We're still, in almost the 3rd week of the season. But, just keeping up with the progress of it. I can't remember the guy's name. We want to say rest in peace to the young man for the Dallas Cowboys who took his life.
Oh.
I want to say, is it Michon? I think it is.
I can't remember his name.
I'm gonna look it up because I want to do justice to that. I don't want to. You got your phone on you? If not, I'll go ahead and do it real quick. I just want to do justice. I don't want to say this man's name. What is it? Michon? Keyshawn? Bear with us. I just want to make sure we got it right. Marshawn Nealon. Marshawn Nealon, I want to say rest in peace. The young man was 24, took his own life. This is what we want to say about that. Mental health is crucial for Black men in general, but for Black men definitely. Because we always talk about as a stigma about being weak. And then people look at, mental health and coming to somebody asking for help as a weakness, and it's not. And here's a man that, he lost his mom like a year or two ago, I want to say. And it's just been tough for him. They say he keeps his mom's ashes in his locket, around his neck. So we know that. But, and I get it, because I got a bond like that with my mom. So I totally understand it. But I will say this. Mental health needs to be spoken about, but I'm always say this. I'll speak to my mom about it. I want to be sympathetic and empathetic, but at the same token, when we take our own lives, you're not being responsible or caring about the people you're leaving behind. Because now he has a wife who has kids, who has to explain to why they don't have their 24-year-old daddy, why they don't get to see him be on the field anymore, why she doesn't have her partner, her mate, her lover, her husband. It's a lot to it, you know what I'm saying? So you take away from a lot of people versus you just taking yourself away from that problem. So
it's a selfish act.
Yeah, it's a selfish act. But nonetheless, we want to say rest in peace and send prayers and well wishes to the family of Marshawn Nealon. Bo, you got anything else? Or you asked about football, but go ahead. I do want to shout out the Colts owner. I forgot to last week. Shout out to the Colts owner just for making moves. She made a move, and we got Sauce Gardner from the Jets.
Yep. She didn't make that move. That's what you call it, ain't it? No,
she makes that move. She even said it.
Oh.
She makes that move. She said, "Why sit idle?" I mean, it's I guess it might be a collective effort. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But she's the one that say, "Hey, we need to do this. We're not gonna sit idle when I see things that need to be taken care of." And that's why she's on the sideline. That's why she got the headsets on. She's seeing where there's a disconnect, and she's trying to go for it. The Colts are going for it this year. Like, maybe we can get back to the Super Bowl. But beyond that, I just wanted to give her a shout out because her name is Carly Ursay Gordon. I want to make sure y'all know her name. She's the first owner I ever seen that took a stance of people being racist, discriminatory toward people, and telling them that if they are showing these type of behavior, they will be permanently banned from the stadium. All money ain't good money. And that's what I be talking about. People taking a stance of that magnitude, of that level. It's tiers, right? It's tiers of people who are successful, their financial, you know what I'm saying, levels or whatever. So when you got people this high up, and it's important saying that, and from that race, you know what I'm saying, from that color tone, it comes off a little different. So shout out to Carly for that. Shout out to the Indianapolis Colts for making that stand, because a lot of teams don't. A lot of teams play that ownership with Donald Trump and buddy with Donald Trump, and they don't really speak on a lot of stuff going on and crazy stuff going on. So, all right, Bo, I'm gonna let you run music because I really don't have anything with music.
It wasn't a lot of. I just know that De La Soul dropped a single.
All right, now.
Pete Rock did the track. I believe Pete Rock did this whole project, and the project should be coming out. I want to say like November 21st, later on this month.
Okay.
But dropped a new song, and it's just got that same old, that De La vibe. It's got Dave on there. He's got a verse. He got a couple verses on there, actually.
That's what's up.
So, I'm excited for this new project, and it's got that dirty feel. That's what I want. I didn't want it to be polished, because like Pete Rock and that Common, Pete Rock and that Common project, it was just, to me, it was kind of too polished, too clean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, De La, they kind of got an aesthetic of, was like, I ain't gonna say grimy, but it's like, it's got, they they don't over polish their stuff. That stuff kind of has like a dirtiness to it. So
stained.
So like the first track, it's got that nice little, dirtiness, little bop to it. But yeah, it's called A Package, I believe. But that's about it. That's about it on music, man. Only thing I want to just say real quick, because Louisville is not too far from here, is that plane crash, the UPS plane crash. That is like, I ain't never seen that, and I've actually been over those areas before. Yeah. That's why, as soon as I seen that the one picture, I mean, where they're on the road, I was like, hang on, that looks familiar, and that is wild, man. All this footage of this stuff,
it's crazy that it's caught that somebody was recording.
So many of them. It's like a bunch of
so many videos. Like, how many people are just recording this at this moment to see this plane? Like, they literally show the plane hitting the fence, turning sideways, blowing up, and then the biggest video is the man inside of his truck. And he's like, jump out, and you could tell this ain't no AI stuff. This is, because the internet's filled with AI, so you never know what's real. This is real emotion. He's like, what the?
But then like even the first one where it's like some guys like they work for the like UPS or something. They're like, hey bro, man, that thing's on fire. You know? And then all of a sudden it just, oh man.
The quickest thing to do, everybody just pull out that phone, boy, to get to being their cinematography on.
I think they said it's up to 12 people, so they passed away. So rest in peace,
everyone who lost their life. That's crazy.
But and it's hour and a half from here. Like go through there all the time. It definitely can
happen.
My brother lived right around, because it's I was at Barstown Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he lived like, I want to say he was more south.
Okay.
Like you keep going south, but like, yeah, that little, I've been down there before. I got lost dropping off. No, it was a few when I was still with Yellow Cab. I had dropped off some CX, the train drivers, conductors back around there, and I was just like going around driving, just trying to get. I think I pulled where the brick little slabs and stuff are. I had to turn around like in that area. That's what I was saying. I was like, hang on, I've seen this before. I was like, where is this at? And I was Louisville. I was like, man, that was close.
But just rest in peace to all those who lost their life. Like I said before, condolences and prayers to the families and the victims and whatnot. It was one thing I thought that was kind of like also that I seen. AI, right? We spoke about AI on many topics, you know what I'm saying, with the good and bad of AI. But I thought about it because I seen it and it made sense. When they have these AI songs and they jam it, right? And the person who writes the lyrics for the AI, you know what I'm saying, software to take place, right? Is that not similar to what Neo does when he writes this song? Even though Neo is talented, you know what I'm saying, not trying to say he can't sing, but even though he writes these songs and give them to these people to sing their way, is that not the same thing?
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know what they're trying to sell these, because like you can, say you're Neo and you're writing a song, and maybe it might be a bar or a section where you kind of stump. I wouldn't have a problem if he had a AI generated thing process where he where they might give him a little another different line or a different breakdown. Oh, okay, another idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. That's not.
Well, to me, that's no different than when they say people be in the studio with people and they shout out a bar, they shout out the hook, and you put it on there. You didn't make the song, but you were part of the process. That's why they get credit for it.
But if we're in the songwriting, I put it like this: if I'm an artist and we're all in the songwriting,
the little camps and stuff,
not the camp, but just even like, okay, we got the beat playing. Your name's going on there.
That's what I'm saying. You get credit, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even like Mikey. I know I gave Mikey some songwriting because he came up, helped
some of the bars hooks. And come up with the hooks.
Because like me and him just vibing out, like I'm telling you, home and whatchamacallit, like that's me and him hanging out. That come up with them hooks. Rundown,
right? So my thing is, when people try to knock it, you really can't, because it's the same thing we do.
People try to knock it. It's more that the new thing on the block.
Yeah.
So now, you messing with that. It's the same way as like you got the the old heads. They want to use the actual hardware. You know, you got we got to have the actual NPC. Then, whereas other people was like, I just use my computer. I don't have to have the actual hardware. You know, and I can do just the same thing.
Right.
It's kind of like the same thing. It's a new thing, and you know, somebody new who's gonna try to experiment where the old head's gonna be like, nah, that's weak, man. You know, that's stealing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I thought about it, because people do that. Like, literally, if you've ever been in a studio with somebody and you record it, people will chat out little things. Yeah. They're giving you little bridges. Perfect like with Chat GTP, right? You know what I'm saying? If you are writing a rap, you're writing some poetry, you get stuck on a line and they help you with a bar or two, that's the exact same thing. That's where AI is being helpful. And people got to stop having this, like you said, the old man mentality of, oh, that's stealing or you ain't authentic. No. It's like, that's what happens. If y'all not going to be truthful about, because I've heard it where Biggie's been rapping, somebody, my little seed, or somebody from their camp shouted out this part. And that might be the best part of the song that you resonate with, but guess who gets all the credit? Most likely Biggie, unless you know, we don't have the album no more really to go look at the credits like we used to, whatever. But we know Biggie gonna get most of the credit anyway. Because that's the name, that's the, you know, the name that everybody can understand or whatever. But I just thought it was, you know, something like how Timberland's doing what he's doing. He's a big, you know what I'm saying? AI is a favorite to him, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to sell it. He got an AI artist. So if he has somebody in there writing that may not sing these songs, or if they do, it's the same thing. Now, I do think it's a disconnect when you try to sell the artist because they can't go to these podcasts, these shows, do these pull up, you know what I'm saying, events, you know what I'm saying, that makes the audience resonate, you know what I'm saying, to grow. Like, you know, certain songs grow because of the artist, you know, and how their interaction, you see their personality, you see their charismatic, you know what I'm saying, personality. Like, oh, I like her more. I like him more now after seeing how he said what he said on the interview or whatever. Now I want to go listen to his song more. You can't really do that with the AI artist. So it's going to be interesting to see where we go to. I've already seen, if you're in the music game, there's already AI dolls where they can basically make a beat for you. All you got to do is pick the beat you want. They will put it in the tempo, the sync, everything. They'll find the timbre. They will find the sample. It finds everything for you. All you have to do is have the listening ear to go select that certain sound instrument. It's getting that way. And I don't know what that means for our producers, you know, the human producers, you know what I'm saying, been doing their thing. It's gonna be a battle. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be competition because if I can buy the software and make my own beat, I don't have to pay you an arm and a leg to sound like $1 million. If I can have an engineer, an AI engineer mix my product, you know, all I gotta do is rap. And I can have somebody mix my product to the level of industry standards, what I need you for. And that's where AI is taking it to, like with business, work, all facets is gonna get their hand touched by AI. Just letting y'all know. So prepare for it, learn it, learn how you can grow from it, because it's gonna be here. Anything else, Bo?
I ain't got nothing else.
All right, like I said before, another great show. We be podding, just doing what we do. Like, I love now that sometimes it might be stuff on my iPad that we might just talk about. We freelancing like we would do when we would sit in the car or we were sitting there chilling on the couch. So that's what we're going to start bringing to y'all. You'll just start hearing all type of outlandish thoughts, views, and
outlandish
perspectives. Sometimes we come up with them, you feel me? Not on this show today, but they'll definitely pop up. But I got nothing else to say. He got nothing else to say. It is a fall day. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Until the next one. Yep.